kindlecashflow.com, kindlecashflow.com, and I want to show you something that I think is pretty cool, and I want your opinion on it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to bribe you with one of these Amazon gift cards here. So, as you folks know, or maybe you don't know, is what we do is we go in and randomly select people who like, comment, and share, and we send them cool prizes, right? So your way of entering to get a cool prize is just by simply going in, commenting, liking, or sharing this video. So commenting on this video, sharing this video, or liking this video, and then you are entered to win one of these cool Amazon gift cards. They range from $25 to $500, so lots of cash to be won. So now what I want to do is I want to show you something that I think is pretty cool. This is something that has helped me to pick like really good, like great selling books right out the box, right? Like, let me turn my phone on vibrate really quickly because I don't want you to miss this. This has been something that has been like a secret sauce that has allowed me to create book covers that really appeal to my audience, that like my readers love, and that make it a no-brainer when someone is looking for a book to buy. Like these covers really stand out and gravitate towards the reader, right? So they will help to improve your sales big time. So I want to show you this. So one of the things that I like to do is whenever I'm creating a new cover, I don't like to guess. Like I don't want to guess what I think my marketplace is going to like, right? I don't want to use my taste because my what I like may be totally different than who my ideal reader is, right? And who that group of individuals are. So again, you never want to guess, right? Because if you guess, then you're leaving a lot of money on the table. So what are one of the ways that you can like really pinpoint this and get it down pat 100% is to use polls. So one of the polling softwares that I like to use, this one is actually free. It does not cost you anything, so I like it even more. It's called Easy Polls. And if you go over to easypolls.net, you see the name here, easypolls.net. You'll be able to get a copy for free. So take a look at how this thing works. So if I go over here and I go up to my polls, I'll show you some of the polls that I actually created. What I'll do is when I have my graphic designer go in and create covers for me, I'll have them give me a couple of different options. And sometimes what I'll do is I'll hire 2 and 3 different graphic designers, and I'll have each one of them give me like 2 or 3 different options. So now I have, if I'm getting like 2 options or 3 options from each graphic designer, now I have like 9 cover options for one book title. And I'll show you that here. I'm going to open up this poll here. And then, boom, boom. So take a look at this. I actually want to show you the results here. Let me go back because I want to well, actually, you know what? Let's do this. I want to show you the actual, I'm going to show you the poll first. So, right, so here. So here's all of the different options, right, that I had these graphic designers create for me, cover-wise. And I'm not putting a lot of money into this, remember. I usually don't like to spend more than 20 bucks to have a cover created. And when I'm hiring a graphic designer, I'll say, hey, I need you to give me 3 different versions so I can choose which one I like best. And then I'll take those 3, like 1, 2, 3, boom, and I'll add them to this poll. And I'm doing that for each graphic designer that I go out and hire, right? So look at all of the different options for the same title. You see that? This one I kind of screwed up. It should have been the larger cover. Right? And then what I'll do is I'll go in and I'll ask people to vote. And I'll say, hey, well, which cover do you like the best? Go vote. And the way you vote is you put a little check mark right there, right? You select a check mark. I'm not going to vote because I don't want to skew the results. But what I want to do is I want to show you, like, look at these covers. Which one do you like the best? I want you to go in and vote right now in the comments. Do this right now before I reveal what the winner is. I'm going to wait and I'm going to slowly scroll down to show you. So this is number 1. I want you to vote. When you get to the one you like, go vote in the comments. Number 2, number 3, all right? And you by voting, that entitles you to, you're entering yourself into the contest to actually win one of these gift cards here. So just by voting, you're entering yourself. Okay, so number 4, which one do you like the best? Number 5, and then I'll show you which one the majority of the voters actually like so far. I thought this one was pretty cool. I like the colors on these. I like this one as well. All right, so now you've seen them all, right? Which one do you like the best? And which one do you think most people actually chose? Which one do you think most people chose? And I'll show you the results. Like, this is a great way to really get a great cover created without any guessing, without any, trying to figure it out. And as you folks know, one of the things that I teach is that your cover is like your first line of defense, right? It's like your first line of defense because it's one of the first things that people see when they're on Amazon or when they're, anywhere else and they see your book. It's one of the first things that they see, your cover and then your title, right? And then sometimes they'll go in and go in and start to read your description if the cover and the title resonates with them, right? So first, second, third lines of defense. And if you haven't heard me talk about that, then go in and watch the free video that I have over at KindleCashflow.com where I teach you how I make $30,000 a month publishing books on Amazon. And this is one of the steps here, right? It's just by not guessing at which cover my market is going to like, but rather polling people that are in my market and getting them to vote. All right, so now let's go look at the results. Hopefully you have commented here and you've told me which one you like, number one, number two, or which one do you think the majority of the voters chose? Let's see who gets it. All right, 7, this one is 8, this one is 9. So which one do you like the best, or which one do you think the majority? Did you get it right? All right, did you get it right? Remember, this is how you go in and you get slam dunk covers without any of the hard work. And if you want, maybe I'll show you how easy it is to go in and create a poll like this. All right, so now let's look at the results. You're going to be surprised. Let's see. Let me go back here. I got to log back into my account, I think. All right, so we'll go to my polls. We'll look at this one. Oh, reports. So this is how you look at the results. So number 1 got 6%, right? Number 5, 5%. The voters chose that one. Number 3, 4% of the voters chose that one. Number 4, 12%. Number 5, 3%. Number 6, 10%. Number 7, 5%. Number 8, 2%. So far, they're all about tie almost. Number 10. This one got no results. And this was one of the ones that I actually liked. Let me stop right here for a second. Because, I really like this cover. But again, it does not matter what you like because you are not your buyer, you are not your reader. So never, every time I try to guess, like most times when I guess at what I think my reader is going to like or what my potential customer is going to like, I'm usually flat out wrong because my tastes are different than the audience's taste, right? And you have to leave ego, right? Ego to the side, and you go with what the majority says they like. So now this one got 1%. That's another one that I liked as well. This one got 3%. That one was okay. This one 4%. This one got a whopping 23%. So do you see that? So my audience is telling me that they primarily like this one here, right? This one got 3%, 13%. So this is like second runner up here. Look at that. So do you see how powerful that is? Now, going back to this one, number 15, was that one that you chose? How about number 17, which came in second place? Was that one that you chose? Let me know in the comments. Did you choose 15 or 17? Did you get it right? Or did you choose one of the others? All right. This is, again, every single person that's publishing books on Kindle should be using this method, right? If you're publishing, now how do you get votes? You're probably wondering. You go into some of the groups, like there's a million Facebook groups out there. If you're publishing a book, a romance book, right? You go into some of the romance reader books. You say, hey, folks, I'm working on my new book, right? and I've got a couple of covers that I want to get your opinion on. People love to give their opinion. So if you phrase it that way, hey, I've got a new book that I'm working on, and I'd love to get your opinion. All right, would you mind sharing it with me? People love, even like strangers especially. Think about it. Hey, I'd like to get your opinion on which of these book covers work best for me. You can phrase it whatever way you want. If you want to look at how I phrase this, you can go over to kindlecashflow.com/vote. kindlecashflow.com/vote. I'll probably have my second book cover up here, or maybe my third. I'm working on a four volume set here. So I definitely want your opinion. So go in and vote. And then most importantly, comment, like, or share. Definitely share this if there's authors or Kindle publishers that you need or that you know, not that you need, but that you know who just don't know this. Like this is the stuff that you learn when you're in the trenches. This is the stuff that the difference between me having a cover like this one, like number 11, it would tank my sales. It would tank my sales. But then just by simply asking folks like you, who are my ideal buyer, right? I get a winning cover. Super simple. So let me know, what did you think of this video? Do you like this one? Would you like me to create more videos like this, just showing insider tactics that I use, just different things that I've learned over the last almost 12 years now of publishing Kindle books? And again, just by commenting, liking, or sharing, you get a chance to win one of these amazing Amazon gift cards here, right? They range in denomination from $25 to $500. Make sure you also go in and use easypolls.net. I'm not affiliated with this site. I just love polls. There was another polling site that I used to use, and they are no longer around. Oh, here's the other thing that I do, right? So once I have my winner, I like to go in and then I'll have my graphic designer make reiterations of it. So I'll ask them to go and make some revisions, right? So let's see, if I go back, this is my winner, right? So now I'll say, hey, can you go back? Because I want to test the winner against other versions of itself. Does that make sense? So I want to take the winner and test the winner against other versions of itself, right? So what I'll do is I'll say, hey, this is I don't even have to tell my graphic designer that this is the winner because it's none of his business that I'm running a poll. But I'll say, hey, can you go in and give me this same exact cover and you want to change just one element? One element. Give me a version with maybe a different image on it. That could be one element. Or I could say, hey, give me a version with, instead of yellow, make it like Amazon orange or something like that. That could be another version. Or I could say, hey, can you give me another version where instead of having a volume up here, let's put some text up here. I want to give everyone who buys this book a free gift. Or I could say, give me a version where volume is down here, right? Or I could say, give me one of each of those. I'm kind of torn. I want to make up my mind. Let me see one of each of those different versions. And then they'll be happy to accommodate you because they have the main file in place, right? They've got the main layout in place. So now that's what I do. So I'll go in, I'll do that. And then after I do that, I run another poll, right? And this is a poll where I don't have as many versions. There's less versions. And now I go in and I create another poll and I put that one out. Right, so now here's another version of the winner. If you remember, the winner just said volume 1 up here. Now I've got a version that says volume 1, and then there's some extra text that says order now, receive $200 and free bonus training, right? And then I have, and this is also in Amazon orange. Remember, the original was in yellow, right? It just said volume 1 and it was in yellow. So now I'm pitting the original versus a variation of the original with some changes. And I kind of went against the grain here, against my own advice, and I made more than one change. Just now I told you to make just one change, but I couldn't resist. I added some text here, and I had him change for color. And then I'm running both of those against my second runner-up. All right, so now we give this to our audience, whether you're going into some Facebook groups and you're posting it in a group that's filled with Kindle publishers or authors or writers, right? Or if you're publishing, because this works for both fact and fiction. right? Or whether you're publishing like science fiction or romance or murder mystery, you can go in and you can say, hey guys, I'm working on the newest book and I'd love to get your feedback on it, right? And in exchange, I'll give you a copy of it, a preview copy of it once it comes out, or I'll give you a full version copy once it comes out. So now let's look at the results for this one here. 1 second, oops, back here. So which one do you think won? So take a look at this. Number 1 has 47%. Number 2 has 23%. And this was the winner before. Look at that. All right. So now, and this number 3 has 30%. All right. So now I'm really starting to distill and get to a more clear-cut winner here. Right. So super easy. Great way to really like come up with an award-winning best-selling cover. Let me know what you think of this. Go ahead, post your comment. And again, let me know if you'd like me to share more of this insider stuff that I use to like really pull in a lot of money, like to make a lot of cash with this stuff. I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye. Make sure you subscribe right now.